The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Mussolini.
Hello, welcome to a Monday edition. It's the 24th of September, a couple of days into fall and ready to rock and roll, and coming up on October pretty quick here. So we're with you again today. I'm Buddy Martin. The program is the voice of Woca with you every weekday, 3 to 6, 10 o'clock on Saturdays from Pi. Always a privilege to be with you folks and have a chance to talk with you and have a little dialogue. Very encouraging to hear some of your comments over the last couple of weeks. And we reported last week in breaking news on Friday that we've broken double figures. We're up to 10 listeners now, so that's always good. No, we're really progressing on that front. Along with us today, got a full crew in the house. Tom is here, JJ is here, Hunter's here. We're all ready to go on a Three Things Monday. Plenty to talk about regarding the presidential election. Also, certainly football after a football weekend. What a weekend it was, by the way.
Wow.
And I believe the Trivionator is in the house as well today, and we'll see what he's got to give away.
I got to turn it on.
Yeah, you guys know about mics?
Well, you know.
I know this is new, but...
You never know. It falls on me. It's crazy.
All right, I know how it goes. How you doing, guys? Have a good weekend, everybody?
Yes.
It was great. I watched football all weekend. I watched 15 games.
I had a great time Friday night with Tom James on the call of the Marion County High School Game of the Week.
Let's get that out there right now
time.
again. Right off the bat and say we love Todd Swearinger. He does a great job and love to have him on every game we can. But, boy, I tell you what, Tom James coming out of the box, never having called a game in Marion County. For those who don't know, Tom did play-by-play for a 4-year college, Florida Gulf Coast University, in basketball. And Tom had moved back to Ocala, his hometown, and he's a former writer at the Star Banner and a former sports anchor for NBC2 in Fort Myers. Tom did the game with Tom, and the Tom team, JJ, brought it home, didn't they?
Play-by-play was awesome, but I got to say, buddy, the color commentating was flawless.
Flawless.
All I know is he went 9 minutes and didn't say anything, so that means something's going right. Well, boy, you were enamored of that.
A wise guy told me one time, when it comes to color in the booth, less is more.
That's true. That's true.
But y'all did an awesome job.
Sure did.
And you made a game that wasn't good.
Yeah.
And
Todd Swearinger does a great job, too. Let's not forget that. Todd does a great job.
Absolutely.
The first 3 weeks, we were blessed with good games. Last Friday, not so much.
Yeah.
And this Friday, though, I believe we will be blessed with a great game again. It'll be Lake City, Columbia, coming to town to play the Vanguard Knights at Booster Stadium.
The flagship team right now in Marion County is definitely
Vanguard Knights.
We had Alex Castanedas on Saturday at Castaneda. All right, today on the program, we'll be doing our Three Things. I've got a couple of trivia questions for the Trivionators if he needs me. And Emmys. I like you, Hunter. I watched entirely too much football over the weekend, and also I stayed with it through the Emmys. I got some comments to make about that, like, who in the world are some of these people?
Yes.
I mean, let's talk about
these
that.
Shows.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, there's
Homeland's one of the greatest shows on television.
You were on Homeland a long time ago, and of course you've been telling us about it for about a year. And it did quite well. My gosh, all the nominations they got. And I guess the only thing on network television is Modern Family. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a gazillion awards for Modern Family.
Have you ever watched the show,
by the way, that I never have watched.
It's funny.
I've watched one episode.
Yeah.
And that was all I could stomach.
Well, 2.5 Men is also on CBS, buddy.
Yes.
Well, but it didn't nearly as well. I'm just saying in terms of how well it did. I said, apparently it's the only one, meaning it dominated.
Tom, you got to have more sophisticated taste to watch that show and enjoy it.
Listen to Hunter.
The culture vulture is picking up over there, huh? It's just over our heads, Tom.
I guess I'll go back to watching Storage Wars.
There you go. Storage Wars. Texas Storage Wars.
I enjoyed that show, too.
So we come back, I'll give you my three things about the Emmys, and we can tee it up. We don't get the around the water cooler section segment till actually sports, but maybe we'll do a little around the water cooler on the Emmys. Also, today's subject today is, what are your grandparents and parents told you? We talk about this a lot. Well, today at my watering hole for coffee, Starbucks, my buddies and I were talking about what your granddaddy told you, your daddy. What can you take? And today also I've got something from one of my favorite websites, markandangelhack.com, which are things his grandmother told him, and pretty good stuff in there. So, of course, it's tweets and quotes day and all the way around. So just your day to call, by the way. We are available today. We have our guest at 4:15, Jay Thompson. But basically, we're pretty wide open for telephone calls today. So we're doing business right here on WOCA Climate Control Source Hotline at 622-9622. Tom's going to get us started with a trivia question here pretty quick. And I guess we'll do the qualifier, make it easy. And then what are we giving away today, Tom?
Let's give away...
Me?
We got any more oil changes up there to give away, JJ?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We need a trivia to go a little deeper in his bag
got
here and
some
find
pie.
something.
You know what I do have? I know what I have. I have a incredibly useful, great video by KMF, the fitness gurus at KMF.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give that
Kinetic
away.
Motion Fitness,
Kinetic
by the
Motion
way.
Fitness. We'll
Lisa
give that
mentioned
away.
Carrie Mack. Carrie Mack.
Carrie Mack.
Which, by the way, they're calling you. You need to go out there and see them.
Yeah, what
I?
happened
Yeah.
to this? Tom's the guinea pig.
We can't talk about that on the air.
Just a little. It's just a little bit too sensitive.
Can't
to
talk about it on the air.
Saturday, I'm in the elevator at the Gator game, and some man walks up and says, "Are you on the Voice of Ocala?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I won that DVD, and I got to come get it." I said, "Come on and get it. It's a great one."
Yeah, absolutely get that. And let's throw into something else. Do we have any?
We got some farm markets.
Give a couple of farm market tickets, which we'll give away. And by the way, one more time, I'm going to tell this story. Rob Marino, professor at Central Florida, and came in, heard Saturday's show, heard us talking to Adam the chef, thought it sounded great. He didn't know they were open for brunch. Drove down to Pie, walked in and said, "I'm here because I heard Buddy interviewing Adam the chef." And it was not Buddy, it was Tom. So I don't know.
Definitely not the first time. I've heard
No, I'm sorry to hear that. Nonetheless.
You're sorry to hear.
Yeah. But anyway, so there you go. But meanwhile, he says, "Hey, I love this place. I'll be down here every Saturday." So they're finding us down there. So all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll play trivia right here. You can listen for Tom. Do you have the question ready yet?
I do. If you would like one now, I have.
Fired up there. Jay just got the music going.
I have one. Well, there you go.
Bob Barkley music. You think the Triviator has like a quiver where he reaches back like an hour and just pulls out the trivia question. I mean, after all, he is the Triviator, right, guys?
That's right.
Why are we having
We're
a pause?
efforting.
Well, here we go.
We're efforting.
What modern vehicle
What modern vehicle
was invented to circumvent trench warfare?
was invented to circumvent trench
What
warfare?
modern vehicle of war was invented to circumvent trench warfare?
I know this one.
That's your qualifying question. We get that right?
I got it.
I'll
Chevy
give you.
Volt.
I'll give you. Well, no. It's about to create war. I think with the
sorry.
$50,000 it loses on everyone.
All right, so then I have to get that one.
Well, ask a qualifying question.
All right,
That's
let's see if
qualifying question. Get that one. I'll ask you
How
another
do you
one.
think Ocala? You think Ocala's smart
I
today or
think
not?
today they'll probably get
You
that
think?
one.
I don't think they will.
Okay.
Okay, we'll find out right here on the Voice of Ocala. Stay tuned to
1370 AM, 96.7 FM, streaming live at WOCA.com. The Source.
Every day we hear another story about innovation or about cutting-edge technology taking place right here in Ocala. The power plant, IHMC, Ocala 489. Did you know that important medical research is also being conducted here that may impact hundreds of thousands of people in the country someday? Maybe you've heard the name Renstar, but like so many others, perhaps you didn't realize that Renstar Medical Research is one of the top facilities of its kind anywhere in the U.S. There are important research studies being conducted by a highly qualified team of medical experts at Renstar, impacting decisions of major pharmaceutical companies and bringing new drugs to market. And you can be a part of these studies, as so many local people have done and are currently doing. Renstar has conducted more than 500 studies since its inception and would like to extend the opportunity to you to be a part of these cutting-edge programs. Call 877-629-5800 or 352-629-5800 if you'd like to know more. Renstar Medical Research, locally owned and operated in beautiful downtown Ocala. Renstar, seeking tomorrow's answers to the health questions of today.
Everyone wants to experience championship golf at affordable rates. Ocala Golf Club on Silver Springs Boulevard offers just that. 5 sets of tees provide golfers of all abilities a challenging yet enjoyable experience. Take advantage of the Sunset Special every day after 5 p.m. Play and ride for just $15. Just want a little practice? We offer a full driving range, practice greens, and bunkers for your training needs. After your round, stop at the 19th hole for a bite to eat or a cold beverage. Ocala Golf Club has a fully stocked pro shop for all of your golfing needs, from clubs, balls, shoes, and all your golfing apparel. Ocala Golf Club also has banquet and meeting rooms available for your next family or business function. Call 352-401-6917 for rates and availability, or book online at www.ocalagolfclub.com. Ocala Golf Club, a championship and affordable experience.
If you're a high school graduate looking for something more, the U.S. Air Force wants to challenge you. We're looking for candidates for 2 intense career fields: parachute specialists, to rescue airmen in distress, and combat controllers. First there in Air Force operations to set up airfields and communications. To find out more, call Sergeant Gerald Strauss at 352-629-9112 or log on to www.airforce.com/special ops.
Digital Graphics Reborn. Phoenix Graphics. When you need vehicle graphics, banners, t-shirts, window graphics, you need to call Phoenix Graphics at 368-2404. When you need building signs, vehicle wraps, yard signs, realty signs, business cards, you need to call 368-2404. Phoenix Graphics. Digital Graphics Reborn.
Hi, this is Brad from Ocala Aviation. How would you like to have someone give you $4,000? Call me.
Brad, can't end the commercial that way.
Why not?
Because you have to tell them why you're giving away $4,000.
No, I don't. It's $4,000.
Yeah, I know, but for what?
Oh, I see. You mean like tell them it's for a flight scholarship that gives young people a chance to fulfill their dreams of becoming a pilot?
Yeah, something like that.
Nah, just give them the phone number. It's $4,000.
All right. What's the phone number?
352-861-7484.
Okay, that works.
It's Saturday morning football season. Time to kick it off with some great food and one of your favorite beverages. But where to go? Well, try Brunch on Broadway. Check out Football Saturdays at Pie on Broadway every week at 10 a.m. for the perfect blend of football, food, and fun. At Pie on Broadway in downtown Ocala, we'll get you ready for all the big games and the live broadcast of Buddy Martin's Saturday Sports page on WOCA AM and FM. Saturdays are also good days to stroll around beautiful downtown Ocala. Head to the farm market on the square and then enjoy Brunch on Broadway just in time to watch ESPN's Game Day on one of our TVs. Of course, Pie is also a great place to dine for lunch and dinner the rest of the week, too. But Football Saturday at Pie on Broadway is special. Pie on Broadway, where you get to the college spirit with Brunch on Broadway as your pre-kickoff menu.
This is JJ Lasov in the WOCA studios with this news update brought to you by Mark's Prime Steakhouse. Foxconn Technology Group suspended production at one of its largest factories in northern China today following a violent incident involving 2,000 workers. Foxconn is a major supplier of electronic components to large U.S. companies including Apple and Microsoft. Foxconn reported that at least 40 employees were sent to the hospital with a number of individuals arrested after police arrived on the scene. This news update was brought to you by Mark's Prime Steakhouse in downtown Ocala. Join Buddy every Thursday on Cindy's Front Porch at Mark's.
All right, as Mondays goes, pretty good Monday going out there right today. A little bit warm yesterday. Boy, 90-something degrees. We didn't get that in the heat of summer, in the shank of summer, but we did get a hot day today. But cool weather on the way. Today, by the way, is Family Health and Fitness Day. Tom's just saying. Also, it's Family Day, a day to eat dinner with your children if you have them, or grandchildren. I did get a chance to have some pancakes with Alexander yesterday, my grandson.
The soccer guru.
By the way, we call him Deuce now because he got 2 goals. Deuce is his new name. Today is Moose Day, honoring Bullwinkle J. Moose from Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, who debuted on this date in 1959 with his best friend, The plucky squirrel name?
Rocky.
Rocky, you got it. And also, today happens to be do impressions of famous people around the office day. All right? Like I can say, love be tender, love be true.
Is it famous people at
Around
your
the
office or famous people
It
at...
could be either. Why don't you give us, you got a good one in Tom Schmitz. Why don't you give us your Tom Schmitz?
Look at me, I'm Tom, I'm the Trivianator.
JJ.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. All right, you got one for him?
That's terrible.
How about, do you have anything better? Impressions.
Yeah, do me.
No, I
If
can't.
anybody's got a call with an impression, we'll call it an impression, and
I could do the whole soliloquy from Goodfellas, where Tommy's asking Henry if he thinks he's funny because
That's
he
a good
amuses you, but I couldn't use the words; it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you got an impression, call us. Hunter, you got one, dude?
Well, let me see.
You think about it.
Impressionable.
I'm trying to think of a good impression. I can impersonate my mother yelling at me all the time.
Yeah. Well, give us one of those.
Hunter, why don't you shut up and listen sometime? All you do is run your mouth, just like Tom Schmidt on the radio.
Damn, Tom's just getting it left and right. Listen,
That's
we
Hunter.
got a guy on the phone, Pete, who says he can do a Joe Martone impression.
No, come on now. Are you kidding me? Let's make sure
We
we're
need
rolling
this.
tape on
Joe
it.
Martone. Rolling tape.
Shall we have like a little? Should we have a little music or build up to it? Or
No.
I just want to hear it, man.
all right, turn Tom's mic down so we don't get blasted out by a cough. All right.
Pete, let's hear it, man.
Okay, first I want to say Joe Martone needs no introduction, so here we go.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? Let's get these ratings up, and don't forget it's the Comfort Call voice line. Remember to use the voice line, Comfort Air voice line. Remember that. Okay, you guys.
I love Pete, dude.
All right, Pete. I don't know whether Joe would agree with that, but let's,
That's awesome.
Wow.
man. I love the use guys, man.
thanks for playing. You want to try the trivia question while you're here? I think Pete's gone.
I think
Pete's gone.
Yeah.
Pete's my new favorite caller.
Yeah.
You know who? I hadn't heard in a while. Hugh needs to give us a call. Do an impression.
I got one of you. I was up in Milwaukee today, and
That's the worst accent ever, buddy. Did you even try to do it?
I'm just doing the content. Content only there. I don't do impressions. I
Yeah, well, we got that right away.
can do. Well, I haven't heard yours yet, by the way.
I don't do them and admit to it openly.
I think that's what I
I
just
do
said.
suck at impressions.
But at least JJ and Hunter had the guts to try do something,
Yeah, the cough, man. That's all I had to do.
That was it, huh?
there.
All right, so you guys know what a malaprop is?
Can't say I do.
All right, look it up on dictionary.com. But it's basically when you mix up two metaphors. You're trying to think of something and
So I do that a lot.
Well, no, you don't do it all that much. But there are some beauties out. There are some beauties out there that that they're famous. I used to collect them. I have a friend of mine in Colorado who collects them also. And I always thought if I ever get my novel finished, I'll have one character who always comes up with malaprops. Got it, JJ?
Yeah, Yogi Berra right here. Yogi Berra. Texas has a lot of electrical votes. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah. It's almost a malaprop. But
One where you get to use-
Yogi just uses wrong information. Like when you come to the fork of the road, take it. But there are people who mix up two things. Let me give you an example. of
Patience
one.
is a virgin. This is a good one.
I thought he did like you can use cash, and that's the same as money.
Yeah, that'd be something like that. There's some like I'll give you an example of one I heard the football players say the other day. You think about it for a second. That's his safety blanket. So what is he doing? It's a security blanket.
Yeah, I know, but what was he
And a
referring
safety
to?
valve.
Oh, okay.
So that's his safety blanket.
okay.
I have a friend of mine who one time he's got a million of them. I wish I had written them all down. Was out looking for new work about 7 or 8 years ago. I said, "Well, how's that search going for your job?" He says, "I'm out pounding the bushes every day."
Pounding the concrete, shaking the bushes.
Okay, so it's either pounding the pavement or shaking the bushes. he was pounding the bushes. So I've got one of my own. I came up with one yesterday on me. So I think it's only fair for me to give mine, since I'm always pointing out the oxymorons or the malaprops or whatever of other people. So this was mine yesterday at breakfast. I was trying to make a point about somebody saying something without having a prejudiced point of view. And I said, he's got no ox to grind.
But what is the other one besides axe to grind? Like, what is the one involving an ox?
An ox. There's one about goring an ox.
Oh, okay.
It's just ox to go or whatever, But so I mixed up ox and axe. That was on me. I love these. If you got one out there, somebody who's besides the yogiisms, call me. My favorite one of all time. This is a true story. The late Bill Peterson, the coach at Florida State. You guys heard of this story?
No.
Before a big game, one of the first SEC opponents FSU ever played. It was Georgia, in fact. He called his team together on the sideline. And Pete was a beauty. He said, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up. All right, now everybody listen up now. I'm going to lead us in prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep. That's a true story. He actually did that. If you've ever had children and you say your prayers with your kids, you always go and say, now I lay me down to sleep. Obviously, he forgot our Father who art in heaven.
Right.
Anyway, it was funny at the time. Hunter gave me a blank stare like, what is that all about?
Pretty good then. It was pretty good then, too.
All right, that's what I got.
Well, how about this trivia question?
Go ahead, fire it away.
What modern vehicle of war was invented to circumvent trench warfare? If you know that, call in to the WOCA Climate Control Hotline at 622-9622, and then we'll give you a follow-up question. If you get that right, we'll give you a free video from Kinetic Motion Fitness, a couple $5 gift certificates to the farm market.
And then you'll take them out there when you work out at KMF, right?
No.
I want to hear the story behind why he's not doing that.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Can't talk about it on the radio.
All right, guys. The quality of the question really that's what attracts the callers. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You got to have a really good, challenging question to get people excited. All right, you guys ready for 3 things about the Emmys?
Yeah.
Did you watch them?
You watched
Of course,
them, buddy?
I'll watch them.
Oh, okay.
So let's have a round. We should have music for this.
I watched
This is
them, too.
around the water cooler.
How'd you watch the game and watch the Emmys?
It's called flipping, buddy.
Every time I
okay.
get disgusted with a call, which was
Which was
30 times last night, I was able to watch
98% of the
There's
game.
a masterful. That's called a masterful job of clicking.
Right.
You got to be able to operate. I mean, I know how to operate a remote control. I'm a master at it. Precision. I know exactly when the break comes, how long I got, when to get back. Just gotta.
I know that too, but not for things like an award show. I feel like.
And you have to know that none of the acceptance speeches, very few of them are worth listening to.
No.
So you see who wins the award, then go back to football.
And there is DVR. Don't
Who
forget.
hosted the show?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
At one point, you didn't hear about what he did
Excuse me.
with
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan.
No.
It lit Twitter up.
He said, everybody out there now who's watching, if you have friends who are not watching, go on Twitter now and say, OMG, Tracy Morgan just passed out on the stage. So meanwhile, he had Tracy
That
Morgan
is funny.
lay down on the stage, said, just stay there.
And so people changed over.
And so people changed over. There he was laying on the stage.
That is awesome.
That's
Tracy Morgan
great.
literally laid on the stage for about 5 minutes. And then there was a whole... When Jon Stewart went up to receive his award for the 10th year in a row.
Had to bust out a little F word there on us.
Of course he does.
No, but he was gang tackled by Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Fallon
Jimmy
Fallon on the way up to the stage.
Because he won again.
It was a joke. And then he
yeah.
was out of breath when he got there. He says, I can't do this anymore. He really was out of breath.
Yeah. Man, he wins every single. What did you say? 10
years in a row.
Colbert, you got to give him at least one, John. You know, it's your boy.
Colbert was, he's just a prodigy of.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Exactly. They use
Jimmy
the same
Kimmel.
writers and stuff.
Jimmy Kimmel didn't win against Jon Stewart, so he blamed his parents and had security remove them from the audience.
He did, exactly. All right, so here we go. 3 things about the Emmys, okay, if you watch them. All programs are not created equal. Don't give the same length of time you get to some guy who came up with cinematography or something, some production thing, or who was like backup actor to the whatever, as you do to the people who win the big awards, especially the one that wins the big show, Homeland. Now, granted, Homeland had been up there all night long. They get up there, the guy's got about 20 seconds to wrap it up. So how about budgeting your time better? The guys who aren't so important, cut them off, play them off, get them out of there.
You know, in this day and age, it's all about equality, buddy. Everybody's got to get equal time.
I know. I'm sorry, I just don't care about some of those things.
And Buddy, to Buddy's point, he's right. They should have cut Kevin Costner off just because he didn't wear a tie.
I was surprised to see him up there. You know what was amazing to me was he never acknowledged the fact that he finally won an Emmy and he was rewarded for another medium.
I didn't even know Kevin Costner was in a TV show.
Hatfields and McCoy.
Hatfields and McCoy.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. That's the second part two. All right. This is MO to ABC and people who do this thing. Please do not assume that we watch every show and know every actor. Please. I mean, give us more clips. Maybe that would help a little bit. But frankly, of the 5 shows that were nominated, I really only watched one of them. I couldn't have told you. You watched Homeland.
I watch Homeland a lot, but like Mad Men, I couldn't tell you one thing about
I couldn't
that show.
either. I could tell you, I tried to watch one of them, and I've got the whole season. I'm going to go back and watch it because it won a whole bunch of
But
stuff.
the only one you knew about was Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey I knew about.
So
That's
only one to know about, man. It's my favorite one.
But I mean, these are the major deals, and
Right.
some of the actors and people. I mean, come on.
Well, you knew who Claire Danes was.
Yeah, but I know who Claire Danes is. But there's other obscure actresses who were 23 years old I'd never heard of.
Well, I didn't like how they...
Did you watch Girls? You know what Girls is
No,
about?
I had no idea.
Of course you did.
I like that show, actually. I
Yeah,
didn't
this
even
is
know
how
it
one
was
girl
on.
takes her
JJ.
clothes off all the time, apparently. I don't know.
To Buddy's point, when they did show the clips, when they said, these are up for Drama of the Year... Oh, no, let's take a look at the Dramas of the Year. They just put a whole bunch of drama clips in there together. They
didn't say who they were.
they just put...
Just a montage.
And it wasn't, not all the drama clips were the people up for the award. There were some dramas thrown in there that weren't even up for awards.
Here's one more tip, by the way. When they get people who win, like 20 people, don't give them 2 minutes to get up on stage, okay?
No.
Let them get up there one time. You got 30 seconds, or we're giving this to somebody else.
I'm trying to watch football here. What are they
What are
doing?
you-
It took Homeland forever to get up.
Oh, my word.
Took Tom Hanks and his group forever to get up
Yeah,
there.
I mean,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks.
I would, here's the other thing. I'd say, look, you know what?
What's he involved in?
Well, he was
Producer.
a Homeland.
Oh, okay.
I would say this: limit it to 5 people. No more 25 people.
Yeah.
5 people come up
You
here.
got
You
their
pick
kids
them.
up there, their
Right.
dogs.
Let's get with it. 5 people. Anyway, and finally, since obviously there's only a couple of network shows ever qualify, 2.5 Men and Modern Family, why don't we just separate the 2 categories? Let's just make them cable shows and network shows, because there are other good TV shows that are on that will never compete with HBO.
And it used to be separated until about 5 years ago.
And then they need to go back to
It was separated where you had cable TV Emmys and regular Emmys.
I don't care. They don't have to separate them all. I mean, they can have special movies for certain. There's no way that a network movie can compete with what HBO does. There's no way. And HBO does a great job. Don't get me wrong. That's just a couple of my little tips, sir, for us today on the M3 Things About Emmys. We come back. We'll still ask you the question, Tom. If we don't get your question responded to pretty quick,
We might have to change the
we have to change the question.
It's a very easy question.
Well, how about nobody wants to play? I got a couple of good ones.
What modern vehicle or was invented to circumvent trench warfare?
We'll see what happens. We'll give it 15. We'll give it another 10 minutes to see what happens. All right, we shall take a break on the Voice of Ocala on a Monday. Stay tuned to the program right here on
1370 AM, 96.7 FM, The Source.
That you love someone else instead.
Hi, I'm Dr. Terry Compton, inviting you to join us on the Voice of Ocala to discuss a painful subject, pain, not a one-size-fits-all pain, because pain is very personal and comes in all forms. That's why we need to talk about where you're hurting, and we can find out why. Then I can recommend ways to help deal with it, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, the psychological pain of loss, or the pain of physical injury. And when we define your pain, we can begin looking for ways to treat it. Did you know that a lack of vitamin C can cause severely excruciating pain? So listen to my new show, Dr. Terry, on the first Friday of each month, live from Gateway Bank at 3:30. We're all in this together. There's a better way of living. Let me help you find it on the Dr. Terry Show.
Tune in and join Dr. Terry the first Friday of each month right here on The Source.
Here in Florida, when you're looking to go to the beach, you've got hundreds of options. Theme parks, no shortage of options there either. But when it comes to home insurance, most companies have only one option. Allstate is different. Here in Florida, Allstate agents offer home insurance options from several companies, so they can help you get the coverage that's right for you. And they'll help you save on quality car insurance, too. For starters, safe drivers save 45% with Allstate. So before you settle for just one option, talk to someone with many home and car insurance options. Your local Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
For more information, call the McDonald Agency at 352-622-2333 or visit us online at themcdonaldagency.com.
Allstate has no financial responsibility to you for any home insurance policy you purchase and would not be responsible for any claims. Allstate does not make any representations or accept liability related to operations of home insurance companies, including but not limited to their financial conditions, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Hello, this is Dr. Riyad Fakuri, chiropractic orthopedist at the Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic Center. Listen in to the Head to Toe Care Show every Wednesday, 11 a.m. right here on WOCA. Learn how your body works so that you can help yourself. We're available to answer your questions every Wednesday at 11 a.m. on WOCA, The Source. That's Dr. Riyad Fakuri on the Head to Toe Care Show, 1370 a.m. and 96.7 FM.
This is Wendy and Will of Dex Imaging. By now, you might be tired of hearing us talk about Dex. So instead of us telling you how much Dex can save you on your copier costs and how we can help your office be more efficient, we thought we'd let Judy tell you.
Hi, I'm Judy, the office manager of Graper Facial Institute here in Gainesville. We operate 8 medical offices, so I was looking for a document management system that would copy, scan, print, and share documents among all of our locations, with something that was within our budget. Dex Imaging recommended a Kyocera with their Index solution. It's been amazing. This machine does everything we need it to, including a direct scan into our current electronic medical record software. Dex even trained us on how to use it. Dex has been a tremendous help in making our practice and my job more efficient.
Thanks, Judy. And remember, call Dex Imaging today for a free workflow analysis to find out how you can save 20 to 30% on your copying and document management needs.